So, a lot of them have picked the Corvette. I don't know what it is about the Corvette at the moment on GT Sport, but it's a popular pick. So, a lot of Corvettes, a couple of McLarens, and, well, I don't know what else is out there. Oh, there's a lot. There are pretty much everybody is in a Corvette. Yes, Nemesis isn't in a Corvette, he's in that McLaren F1. And he goes 7th for now. Another Corvette. It's McLaren F1 from J-Rod. Another Corvette. It's an F-Type. It's from Bizzle, so hopefully Bizzle can do well. We've got an AMG Mercedes from Gel Speed. Another Corvette. That's it at the moment. I don't know what... Is the Corvette the best thing at the moment? I don't play GT Sport anymore, so... I don't really keep up with what is the best. Maybe it's just Monza. It's basically a one make. Maverick. Wow, that's a busy track. Maverick the fastest at the moment. He's going to find himself some space. There's not a lot of time left. Not a lot of time left at all. So they got racing mediums, racing hards tonight. There's no mandatory use of any tyre. Fuels at 3, tyres at 4, and looking forward to seeing what comes out of tonight. Maverick the fastest at the moment. Then it's Spec 1. Tuco from DNA. He is right up behind Maverick. Can he steal that top spot? Another Corvette driver. Been in iRacing and ACC. How has your time been? Ooh. Maverick slowing down. Tuco does not want to get ahead, does he? This is interesting play. Interesting. So both DNA drivers. So we've got about another 10 seconds. Paul Twig, thank you. Well, Tuco's bump drafting Maverick. So, looks like they're going for qualifying dominance. Which sometimes can be the right way to go about things. Tuco's gone purple. They're just going to want to hope that their race pace is just as good. But, you know, if they start together, Tuco's just a little ways off now, down in 4th. Their race pace will be good because they'll be able to pretty much continue these quali laps all through the race. So they're going to be pretty difficult to beat. Spec 1 splits them at the moment. Into Ascari. Just had gel speed off in the AMG. He's pushing. Paul, hello from the UK. What time's it for you guys over there? It's either early or late. I don't think it's going to be a normal time. Maybe it is. Tuco. Maverick falls to 5th. He's looking. Where do they go? He goes 2nd. So the DNA boys 1 and 2 at this moment. And in fact, Tuco's going to slice up around the outside and go... No, they're going to quit. Maverick's out. Marcus is there. In 2nd. Marco. He's in the GTR. So a nice change of pace. The GTR GT3, it's a difficult car on ACC. I don't know if it's as demanding here on GT Sport. We've got another Rockefeller driver there in 3rd. We've got a PX7 driver, Phoenix 7. In the McLaren F1, he's gotten 4th. Bizzle's 5th. Interesting, the Corvettes aren't just dominating. Well, that changes as Tuco goes 2nd. Maverick and Tuco have changed positions now. So much like the F1, they are chasing and following and leading in different positions. They do that in F1, but usually it's not quite as straightforward as back to the pits with the exit button and we'll just switch. So it's a little bit easier here in the virtual to do that. Not a lot of time left though, 2.5 minutes for qualifying. And the checker flag will be out. If Nemesis can get on the back of these two, he might be able to steal something. I'm sitting here watching Nemesis before you guys came live, and I was just mesmerized. Oh, he's overcooked it. Somehow he's made that kind of work, but that's going to be a lot of time lost. A lot of time lost. Tuco back behind Maverick here. Marco still holding 3rd. Spec 1 down to 4th, so these guys are swapped, Rockefeller boys. They're not working together the same way. Joe Canoli. From red, white and blue. A little Mac from red, white and blue as well. You wouldn't know. Just sure. One of their cars actually is on one of our title screens now. One of the RWB cars. I don't know who was driving it though. Oh, it's hailed. Hey, hey. Did your notifications pop off this time? MOP. What's MOP, Militia? That's not a team I've heard of yet. I probably have. Just... there's a lot going on. Where is Bizzle anyway? Got J-Rod and Magic Man. Another McLaren F1. Big Red. Ice Block. Thank you, Cody, for the share. Bizzle 6th. Self-made ones. Okay. And the YouTube ones haven't come through yet. Well, there you go. How do you make your own notifications? That's a pretty cool trick to know. Bizzle 5. Middle of the pack. Bizzle 5 is part of. Let's see what he can do. He's down there in 6th. For now. Screaming up on the start finish. Unfortunately, I don't think there was any improvement for Bizzle. That is it though. Session done. Just wait for everybody to get through now. Was cracking. Arthur. Costa. Should be a good event. I don't know why. Every morning. Every Monday. Leg gets really sore. I've been good, but my leg right now is insanely sore. I've been really good, to be honest. But I think my leg is sore because it looks like it's going to be a rainy day. When there's a lot of humidity, chance of rain, that's when my leg decides to be a pain. Oh, okay. 3 Streamlabs. There was a link on Reddit, and all you needed to do was enter your channel, and it worked. Hey, there you go. That's pretty cool. Yeah, Streamlabs is weird. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. I've had that problem a lot. Especially with my own notifications here, but not 11 minutes late. That's pretty late. But still, that's a pretty cool thing to know. I'm a bit of a Reddit stalker myself. Not a stalker, but I do like to go around Reddit and just look at things that interest me out there on Reddit. It's a pretty addictive place at times. Rocky's been sore from the snow. Doesn't snow where I live. I've never ever seen. I think I've told you this, but I've only ever seen snow from a distance when I was in Canada in the Navy. I think I've got a picture of me standing in front of the mountains, and that was as closest I ever got to snow. What is everybody doing? Oh, that was funny. Oh, bugger. This should be a fun one. Ice block just... Ah! Cupcakes. Launched it in. There are so many Corvettes. I don't know why the meta is Corvette now, but it seems to be. Yeah, well, I've seen obviously people having to clean up when there's snow. There's places that snow in Australia. It's just not where I live and not where I've ever been. Australia's massive, so I don't think there's that many places though compared to the places where it's like tropical climate, dry desert, whatever. Yeah, I've seen a few people cleaning up snow, and I'm like, that's not something I'd like to do. I complain when the grass grows in a week, and I have to go out there and mow the grass every week, let alone clean up some snow. So, yeah. That would be a pain in the butthole. So we're just waiting for this one to get started. We have 15 drivers tonight. Pretty sure these guys have got to get out there though. I don't know if that's the case from here, but middle of the pack. J-Rod wants a clean race. He says it's nice to see us all again, and he'll do his best, and we're starting soon. We'll bring it on. Here we go. Penalty is still on. The final's going to begin. I don't know what's going to happen. It's probably going to be cancelled. Oh, that means a little bit more of a delay, I'd say. So here's your Corvette lineup. We do have a GTR down there in 4, Marco. McLaren F1 from Nemesis, an F-Type for Bizzle. We're at Monza. It's 31 laps. Penalties are still on. That means this might be reset. Let's see what happens though. It's great. Greater racing. Hopefully this will just continue on. Maverick flies. Tuco flies. MSP top 3. As we come to the braking zone for the first time tonight, this can be a little bit tricky. Ice block. Bizzle. I think they've made it. Absolutely phenomenal. First lap Monza. Who says you can't do it? But it's Tuco leading out in front with Maverick GT. So those two DNA boys work together to fight their way to the front. And MSP has Spec 1 as rear gunner for now. And 5th place Nemesis doesn't really have anyone from his own team to help him, but Nemesis will do his best out there in 5th. And then we got a bit of a break to 6th. Marco leads that little pack with Little Mac. He's not letting anyone through, is he? What is going on with my buttons? Look at that. The GT got 3. Oh, a few have made it off at Ascari. Who was it? Nemesis ahead of Spec 1 now. So that's McLaren F1. It's going to be a pain in everybody's bottoms down there. I don't know if that was a new camera view. That was just... I think that was... I'll show you in a second. We've got Little Mac, Cupcake. Teammates side by side as Magic Man. He tries to find a way past. He's never going to find a way through the RWB Brigade. And you can see Bizzle just starting to disappear. So I think I had it on this view. And if I go to this view and we go behind, you get the inside view. So that's what that was. This is looking behind the Corvette. Should be able to go on board with Bizzle. That's what a F-Type looks like. But yeah, absolutely beautiful job at turn 1. These RWB boys fighting hard. Obviously getting purples on the second lap. Everyone will be getting a purple until we have the leader cross the line and whoever is on the fastest lap. Here we go, Cupcake. Wow, he squeezed his way up around the outside. He's going to be at Parabolica in a little bit of a back foot situation. Little Mac up on the inside. He's got the shorter distance. Cupcake has come out ahead just slightly. Beautiful bit of racing from these two. Cupcake is ahead. There you go. So that's all worked. Oh, what is going on with these? That was wild. Let's have a look. Have a look at this. What was this? What was this move, Little Mac? Tell us in the comments. Oh, that looked a little bit aggressive, but there you go. Okay, we got Magic Man. Squeaky clean. You're not wrong. Rodrigo, you're not wrong. Magic Man up against an AMG here from the same team. And then we've got Cannoli behind him. First Lesmo. Up into the second. We got back up to the front. Got Tuco leading. Maverick GT there in second. Now GT7 apparently. I haven't read the article. I just read the headlines. These guys got a bit of a lead, haven't they? 2.3 seconds. So the TNA boys are working together here at Monza. We've got MSP and Spec 1. Also in those Corvettes, we've got Nemesis chasing. So let's see what these guys do. Yeah, they're gonna work together. They've realised that teamwork makes the dream work. And Spec 1 just bump drafting his teammate into that first turn braking zone. Some great pack racing all the way through though. You're not wrong. There's Marco behind Nemesis. He's trying to catch up to his teammates. We've got Bizzle just in the middle of that. From the middle of the pack. Cupcake, RWB, Magic. And it is Little Mac Gel Speed and Cannoli coming up to the first chicane. Little Mac squeezes Gel Speed in the Mercedes. He's doing his best to hold firm as he is surrounded by Corvettes. Yeah, you're not wrong, Rocky. GT Sport can also put on some pretty average races, I must admit. I have seen my fair share of those. What's up, Zero? But most of the time, if you set up the grid properly, you get this. And what a show. I think GT Sport's gotten better over the years. I think the BOP's gotten a little bit better as well. Whatever they've done there to equalize things up a little bit. So, but there's still the obvious best cars, best tactic. Yeah, it's not so cut and dry as it once was. It's Gel Speed. Tries to cut off Mac, but he has him. Joey Cannoli trying to give support. Just loses a little bit of front end grip and loses some slight time on the chase. But we have Zero with us from NY, from New York State. Good to have you with us, mate. We've got Tuco, though, and Maverick leading this field without a worry in the world at the moment. In fact, Tuco is starting to disappear. Look, I don't think it's perfect. I think BOP, it doesn't matter what you're in. GT Sport, ACC, the real world of Le Mans, WEC. BOP's never, ever happy. People are never happy with their BOP, so I think it doesn't matter who I talk to about BOP, they'll always have something to say about it. But look at these two, just flying away. And we're already on to lap 5, so we're 1/6 of the way through this race. Oh, yeah. From a spectator mode, it's in regards to broadcasting. From your guys' point of view, it is the best. Nothing beats it. ACC, nope. Forza Motorsport has nothing on this. I'm trying to think what else. Like on console, there's nothing really that's been this refined. Project Cars 2 is close, except their servers these days are a little bit flaky, so good luck getting a race to actually to work some days. So Nemesis, he's there. Nothing behind him, so he's all focused on those 2 Corvettes ahead of him, of MS and Spec, as it is pretty much Corvettes versus the world here today at Monza. Oh, it's great to see you, Zero. Zero's popped in for a few races here and now. I think you always seem to pop in for the GT Sport ones. I don't know if you've been able to catch in the ACC stuff. No, you have. You have. Unfortunately, the ACC events, the spectator mode on that, fix that. Fix it. You grimy bastards. It's gross. Rodrigo says there are standouts like the DBR9. Great for this track, but nobody seemed to pick it. I don't know what it is. Do you know why everyone's going for the Corvette, Rodrigo? I don't know. Is it just the favourite car at the moment? Here we go. Oh, in the braking zone. He was careful there, Nemesis. I do like how they've managed to put Phoenix 7 there on the wingtip. Like the aerial, what do you call it? Like the wing on the windshield wiper. There's a wing, and it says PX7. I like that touch on the F1, old F1. Because if they cared, it would be dominating, but it's not, and that's why we still got people playing this, because it's still so good. It still looks so good as well. I do love the colours of Phoenix 7. They look great. They pop well. Nemesis just struggling out of the second Lesbo to stay with those two. Spec and MSP. If it's ACC on the computer though, oh, it's brilliant. Is Marco chasing? He's in a GT3. He's doing a great job. We've got Bizzle there in 7th still, so that hasn't changed much. Cupcake making his way forward. Magic Man And then we've got Little Mac, Chelsea Speed, and then Joe Cannoli. These three have been pretty much racing each other since the start now. Look at the slipstream. Gel Speed is giving away. Biggs braking into Parabolica. I don't know how Little Max held that together. That was a little bit wild there. Check this out. It was super late from Little Mac. Really late. And, oh, you even got the front left. Sorry, front right locked. Coming in. You don't see that very often. He's back in behind as Gel Speed's gotten him down the straight into the front. First two. Cannoli's now ahead of Little Mac. So all of that effort, it's put behind him now, and he's going to have to fight back. But for Cannoli, it's on again. Surely into the first chicane. Oh, he's never going to get the up and cut. Oh, Gel Speed did great to block. Little Mac had a lot of pace. Dive bomb from Zero. It was a little dive bomb-esque. We'll give it to him though. He almost made no contact. Oh, he tags his teammate there. In fact, he puts them into the stratosphere. Here comes, it's J-Rod in the F1. So you can see J-Rod behind him. He just got a much better exit, obviously, because he did tag the car ahead of him. Even Ice Block is on them now. So J-Rod's a fair ways away. Ice Block's ahead of him now. So J-Rod's lost a lot of spots. He's lost another 2 spots as he sits in 14th. This is a little bit insane. Not wrong. It's going to be just as insane, I think, down this front straight. We'll go to Little Mac. We've got Ice Block coming through from the Rockefeller Racing family. He's going to have the inside. They go side by side through it. Little Mac cuts him off coming out. And again, we've got a fight for position. This is Cannoli up against Gel Speed in the 666. Oh, Gel knows just where to put the car. Slight punterino into there, but Cannoli's got the pace. Look at the extra get up and go he had out of there. The torque was insane. There was not much Gel could do. Oh, big accident behind. It's Little Mac. What happened to Little Mac? Oh, Ice Block did tag him a little, but oh, they went off down there as well. Ice Block went off. Oh, and Little Mac, big understeer. So Ice Block 14th. Let's have a look. Just tagged him. And just at the slow speed, he just, couldn't get the car back up. It's a bit of a shame. Back up to the front, though. Rodrigo says, check in on the lineup. The Vet does have an edge on the F1. I think the guys missed out on trying out other cars. Absolutely, I think they did. But, you know what? It's basically a one-make Vet race today. Rockefeller's MSP3 and Spec 1 in 3rd and 4th. They're solid at the moment, but they've lost 5 seconds to Maverick and Tuco ahead. Jason's giving us an F in chat. Probably because of the fact we missed out on other cars. It says, hey, it's, I don't know who, but you've subscribed. I've just noticed that's updated. So, I even think my Streamlabs alerts aren't working correctly here. But thank you for subscribing. So there you go. Hailed, it is not just you with Streamlabs being super, super slow. MSP kicks Spec One out of the way. Nigel says, some guys are running so fast, it doesn't look like they're running clean. I don't know what it is. Stream, network, it just doesn't seem as jerky. I think it's got to be a little bit of, I'm a long way away from these guys. So I'd imagine it's just the way they race. But I've noticed apparently the wheel drivers, they just look jerkier than the controller, which is some weird fact that I've discovered. Don't know what it means. Now we've got Ice Block and we've got Little Mac at 15th now. These guys still going at it hard. They were pushing it hard through there into Lesmo 1. The chase is on. Ice Block. Looks like he's getting away well. We had some good battles early on. We are a third of the way through this. There's no mandatory tyre tonight, which is interesting. Oh, Little Mac at a scurry. Oh, a lot of sliding on those rears. Yeah, it's caught Ice Block up significantly though. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, there's a lot of aggressive driving tonight, I must admit that. I don't know why it looks like that, but it certainly does. Alright, so you can see the fuel of Little Mac. It's quite low, so everyone's going to have to come in for a fuel top up, and whether or not they change tyres is a different story. Fuel going in. Just want to see if Little Mac goes to any different tyre compound. No. He's staying on the mediums, which are the faster. So this is Maverick, our race leader, by a second over Tuco. These guys have worked together from the very beginning to build their lead up to what they've got. It's now 7.5 seconds over MSP and Spec 1. Nemesis is still fighting though in that McLaren F1. Here we go. Nemesis early stop. Well, not early. Look at the fuel difference. So this is our Corvettes. Everyone else is on a Corvette, right? So look at the fuel difference between him and the Corvette that just went in. Marco, also a little bit heavier on the fuel usage. Bizzle also heavier than those Corvettes. Maybe that's why a lot of the drivers have gone Corvettes tonight, is its fuel and performance. Because everyone that's gone something different. We've got J-Rod here, who's hasn't managed to use as much fuel as we saw Nemesis did. Nemesis has filled up 100%. He's taken the hard tyre, interestingly. So it looks like he might want to go all the way to the end now. So we do have some different strategy starting to creep into this race, which is nice to see. Gel Speed, this will be his last lap around. Look at that fuel gauge. Ice Block will be the same. Magic Man's come out. Cupcakes come out. So is Cannoli, Little Mac, and Big Red. Alrighty. It's now up to see what we see up the front. What do our leaders do? And does Maverick go in? Does Tuco follow? No, they're happy with their situation. We've got MSP and Spec 1. I'm sure they're going to do the same. Yes, they follow suit. I'm sure Spec 1 can get ahead here. Or is he just going to help MSP? Slight bump. Oh, that was... I don't even know if he just got there. But you're right. They're 0. If they work together, they can make up a lot of time. There's a lot of fighting going on, and that's separating them out. Sorry, I didn't mean to clear the chat, and then it just sort of cleared itself. MSP holding his line well. Spec 1 following. He's trying to be supporting. Let's see, there should be another bum drafting opportunity coming up. And I'm sure Spec 1 we're on board with will be obliging. There's one. Into Ascari. See the different pace that MSP can hold through the corner. This is where Spec 1 will catch up though. If he could just follow a little bit closer through Ascari, yeah, he'd be able to give him a bump draft down here. Should be able to follow through Parabolica pretty closely. Tuco's in, Maverick. Maverick didn't go in. Was that a strategic call to try and beat his teammate? I think that was the wrong call from one of them, but Tuco must have been out of fuel, because I think that was his biggest reason. 1% you can see was all that was left. So does Maverick have enough in the tank? Oh, he's close. He must just have enough. He must have saved some fuel at some point. But that's separated the boys now, which isn't ideal. Reminds you of Le Mans with you and Arrow. Can't say I exactly remember that. Just trying to think, what did happen with you and Arrow there? But we are expecting these two to go in this lap. We are halfway through this one. Don't forget as well, guys, if you can support the channel, or you want to go check out some interesting posts that we are starting to put together, buymeacoffee.com/demo1garage. If you do support us, you'll be on the mailing list. But if you don't necessarily need to support, you can just go there and hit the follow. your email and you'll get them straight to your inbox as well. So buymeacoffee.com/demo on garage. And don't forget, you can check the race schedules on our website, demoongarage.com. Go to upcoming races and it'll take you to a page where we've got all the races planned and you can pretty much pick the races you want to come watch. We've got a battle now happening between Marco and Nemesis. Marco's done well to get ahead of that McLaren F1. They were side by side. In fact, he was behind. Did he get a bit of a slipstream before the braking zone, or was Nemesis just a lot earlier on the brakes? Oh, braking. That's where I think he won out. Oh, that's right. You're right, Rocky. I do remember that now. At Le Mans, where you were 1 and 2. And you didn't pit. And it completely off-put everything. Well, Le Mans was a lot longer track too, so I don't know if it'll be as... what's the word? So we've got Tuco there, Maverick. He's not far away. So, yeah, these guys are done now. So that didn't actually play out as badly as I thought. Maverick's got a little bit of work to do. Either... Will he catch him? We are halfway through. Tuco, either he'll slow down and let Maverick catch up, or... Because they're not... What? Maverick is like 10 seconds ahead of Marco. Yeah, these guys here, MSP and Spec 1. And Nemesis is... He's doing all right. I don't know why he's been falling back to 6th though. But if you can hang in the slipstream, he might be able to just hang on. See what he can do through here. Coming up to the first Lesmo. Got some objects on track there. A bit of barrier that has been punted. Luckily it's offline. Because that will be like a concrete wall if anyone hits it. Completely ruin their race. Magic Man's down there in 7th. Got Cupcake. Bizzle. And Cannoli. Oh, he went... I didn't even see that. You're right, he did go RH. I imagine he's not going to... Like, is he going to try and not pit or just not go for tyres next time? Because are they going to have to come in for fuel again? Gel Speed. Down there in 15th. Tuco, though. Yeah, it's still 1.2 here. So Maverick's catching about 2/10 a lap at the moment. And then once he gets within a second, which he's just about done that, he'll hit that slipstream and I'll start catching him that lap. So he's almost there now. Well, definitely Tuco and Maverick are going to try not pit again because they pretty much got halfway or over halfway. A few of them, though, it's going to be close. I'll tell you that. It's going to be very close. Tuco, though. This is the lap I expect Maverick to catch his teammate here. Get through Ascari. Tuco's quick through here. So's Maverick, by the looks of things. Almost perfect through there. So it's at about a second. 1.1. Oh, Maverick's so close. Somehow Tuco's just keeping him just enough away into Parabolica. So they're not fighting, but they're not working together anymore, really. And that's what I think was keeping them ahead. But, you know, they've got 11.5 second buffer over Marco. He's got third now, which is huge. So that GTR is just come alive here as we get towards the end of this. Still got MSP and Spec 1, they're working together with their teamwork makes the dream work mantra. Marcus ahead of them though. What do they do? Sorry, Marco. I always say Marcus, but it's Marco. Spec 1. Yeah, Marco did pass his mates. Made it kind of easy, didn't he? I don't know when he did that. Nemesis is still there. We can hear the roar of that McLaren F1. Or the buzz, I should say. Hope everyone had a great weekend at least. I know it's your weekend is ending over there in the US. Mine has ended. It's Monday. My bloody leg though, I tell you what. Oh, it is sore today. No, I'm not going to move the chat anymore. I realised why I didn't have it that big in the first place because it covers up this thing, but that's okay. We know it's Spec 1 and the Corvette C7. MSP. Is he going to work together here? Yes, he is. I think Spec 1's going to stay with his teammate. How is Marco getting away? Marco just seems to be making distance on these guys every lap. I wonder if they're fuel saving. I wonder if they're fuel saving. So he's halfway. Let's have a look at the front. Tuco. Maverick's got a lot more fuel than his teammate. And we got Marco, he's halfway. I think he's going to have to pit again. And then, yeah, we got MSP and Spec 1. I think they're fuel saving, if anything. Well, Maverick's got the same amount of fuel as both these two guys. So that's an interesting observation. This is Nemesis. He's past halfway. He's going to have to take another stop as well. So unfortunately, I think that's going to be the downfall. We've got Magic Man. He's passed halfway as well. Cupcake. A few of these guys are going to have to pit again for fuel. Bizzle from middle of the pack. He's in 9th, but he's going to get a few spots. So that F-Type economy working well. Got Cannoli. It's Little Mac. J-Rod in that F1. GTR has got a little bit more fuel than those ahead of him. Yeah, this is completely unpredictable. Ice blocks halfway and gel speed in the AMG is almost near the end. Looks like gel speed's had a bad day somewhere. He's that way far off the pace now, unfortunately. In fact, he's about to get lapped. Well, we've got 10 laps to go. I don't know who's going to last 10 laps with fuel like that. Maverick will. Tuco might be close. But there's definitely some fuel saving on the menu, as Zero says. There's definitely some fuel saving on the menu. Fairly sure Marco's going to have to come in. I don't know if he comes in now, if it's the wrong choice, or does he just continue on? Is he still making time? He's still making time, so I think Marco wants to continue on. These guys will work together. Guys, if Spec One and MSP they've clearly worked this out prior. And it's so good to see them working together like this. Two Rockefeller Racing teammates. Just trying to stay away from Nemesis from Phoenix 7 in a thirsty boy McLaren F1. Somehow these Corvettes have saved super economically, which is Nemesis though. He is starting to catch them. I tried to do a lap or two in the Ferrari 458 on the controller, of course. I don't have everything hooked up, and I don't usually do the controller, and I couldn't get through turn 1. It's been that long since I played GT Sport, especially with a controller. I don't think I've ever played GT Sport with a controller. I think I've always had a wheel, because I had a wheel before GT Sport was out. Look at that. Around and round. Nemesis, he's trying his best, but it just seems to be equaled out. Magic. And then we've got Cupcake chasing. Bizzle's down there from middle of the pack. We know we've got some of his teammates watching on. Canoli from RWB. He's coming in again. J-Rod. A little bit of fuel saving from J-Rod. You should be able to continue. Big Red, Little Mac. It's Ice Block and Gel Speed. Yeah, the 488, of course, is much better. Yeah, you're right. When we get to the end here, Tuco and Maverick are going to have to duke it out. Maverick saved a bit of fuel, though, so if he follows Tuco into the pit lane, he might either just come out behind him or he might even jump him. So, yeah, the fuel saving that Maverick's done could be his saving grace here at the end of this race. The two DNA guys, though, have dominated qualifying. They've dominated this race. Jana Watmir says, I was watching an interview and he says, in sim racing especially, he says it's more important to focus on the qualifying because he thinks it's harder to overtake in sim racing. So he likes to put all of his effort into quali and obviously have great race pace, but he said if you can take the win in qualifying, there's a good chance you're going to take the win in the race. Tim, you should have. There was space as well, but that's okay. No, actually, is there space anymore? I don't remember. It was a full grid. 16 drivers, eh? So I take up a slot. So, unfortunately, no. There wasn't any space. But you will be able to join them when the sign-up's open for the next event. Community voted event as well. I'm sure they are. 0. The battling at the start, it makes sense, but then you're like, you've got to play that strategic game where you've just got to get on with it and worry about that later on. Oh, did he? Magic Man DC. No. So we've got. I just realised Tuco's behind me because Tuco's in the pit lane. So Maverick's in. Here we go. This is interesting. Will Tuco get ahead of Maverick? He might with a slipstream. The way this is working. Is Spec-On going to block? No. MSP going to block? No. Nemesis has gone in. Oh, they're bumping each other along. That's some great racing from. Oh, super late braking. Tuco's just ahead. He's done it. And Maverick, though, he has left the pit lane extremely ahead of his teammate. I mean, not that far, but you can see there's quite some distance between them. Tuco's got a lot of work to do. And Marco leading this one at the moment. Maverick is going to want to pass him this lap. So has Maverick got it within him? 0 just agreeing, saying, yeah, let the race come to you. Oh, that's a shame for Magic. Disconnects are a part of the sim racing, unfortunately. Maverick closing in through Ascari. This GTR, look at that. Maverick was sideways through there. Sideways. Look at this. How is that? I don't know. He's still ahead though. Yeah, I can't remember who it was. All right, here goes Marcus. Sorry, Marco. Where will Marco come out? MSP and Spec get to go on. Their fuel saving means they can continue. Bizzle, this will be close. He's been doing some fuel saving. I'm not sure he needs to pit again, especially when we are 6 away from the end. He's going to meet him. No, he hasn't. Marco's just getting through the corner there, the 111. So the GTR driver in the top 5. Bissell chasing him down now. Nemesis in 7th. Cupcakes in 8th. Cannoli. And then we have Little Mac. Then it's J-Rod. Ice Block. It's Big Red and Gel Speed. Yeah, we did lose one. But it's Maverick GT leading by about 5 seconds over his teammate Tuco. And behind Tuco, you can see 2 very competitive drivers, MSP and Spec One. They've been doing this all race. It's just been a great show of teamwork from these two, and it's coming to them here at the end. They could get 2nd and 3rd I don't know if they'll still first, but they could still second and third here. Vic, your Monza curse continues. Magic. Ugh. I mean, we've all got tracks like that, don't we? Where it just doesn't seem to ever work, or disconnects seem to happen at all the time. So the gap that MSP's got to Tuco, 2.4. It's not insurmountable, but we are very close to the end, and that it could be too little too late. Listen with headphones on, you can hear all the birds tweeting. Hang on, just hear roaring of Corvette at the moment. I must say, it's a shame that GT7 won't be coming soon for you guys, but sorry, GT5, GT7 on the PlayStation 5. I have a feeling GT7, when it comes, is going to be on the PC this year. Might not be straight away, but a couple of years after it's gone on the PlayStation. GT7 on the computer. I hope, anyway. MSP doing a great job with his teammate Spec. We do need to get a move on it. Looking like I think it's a little bit too late. The gap is 4 seconds, so Tuco's... Well, he hasn't caught Maverick, but Tuco has disappeared by himself. But Maverick has, I think, engineered the win, unless there's a mistake. Marco down there in 5th. And we got Bizzle in the top 6. Nemesis has fallen to 7th. He tried something, it unfortunately hasn't worked, I don't think. And we got Cupcake and Cannoli. Little Mac's coming up on him. So there could be a change of positions for 9th and 10th there. 2 teammates as well. But it was a bit crazy sideways through there, through the Ascari chicane. He made it look absolutely brilliant. Like 28 to 31. Little Mac has closed him in to within 3/10. He's going to get the slipstream next lap. So what happens here? Does Cannoli dart left, dart right? Does Little Mac, is he let the pass? Is the pass just allowed? No, I don't think they just took fuel. Here we go. Oh, can Little Mac get the pass done? He can, before Ascari. Beautiful. That's 9th position. No, they changed mediums. Well, Mavericks certainly used a lot more of his tyres. No, I don't think they did. Maybe Maverick took fuel only. His tyres seem to be a lot more used. So we have a look at his fuel. His tyre usage is on the mediums. When we look at his teammate, when we look at the guys behind him, where they're nowhere near as much. Marco, new tyres. Bizzle. Nemesis, we know, is new tyres. So I don't know. Interesting. Maybe there were a few guys that only took fuel. Here we go. Oh, that's Bizzle. Just lets Nemesis through. Didn't want to fight that too much. I think Bizzle knew that the McLaren F1 GTR was not worth fighting against. Now, Little Mac has really improved his driving as podiums, both prior races. Axel has liked the stream. Welcome along, Axel, and thank you for doing that, sir. Axel's a big Facebook star supporter. So a big shout out to him. We're on the penultimate lap with Maverick GT leading. You can just hear Tuco behind. It's not too far behind. It is 2.6 seconds, but he's not close enough to hit the slipstream. These guys, I think they've been saving fuel, but they've been gapped, like you said, by Tuco. It's a shame, because they were really onto something here. MSP still ahead of Spec. I don't know if Spec's going to fight him for that spot. Probably not, but it is the last podium spot. Third place, of course. Into Ascari. MSP seems to be quick through here. Into Parabolica for the second and last time tonight. MSP has gained some time on Spec 1. So whatever is the difference, Spec 1 seems to have a little bit pace disadvantage over MSP. Unless you can use the slipstream to rope him in and then slingshot him around. Unfortunately, it's not going to happen. We're on the final lap now. I don't know how we got to the final lap. It just seemed to happen so quick. Maverick, though, what a strategy. Tuco as well. Marco, your Bizzle and Nemesis. Nemesis has got that straight line speed. Bizzle can't fight him for it. But he has not disappeared like I thought Nemesis would on Bizzle. So we definitely got a fight on our hands in this last lap. But thanks again to everybody that's showed up, hit like, subscribed. Maybe you've gone on to buymeacoffee.com/Dem1Garage and followed us there. Maybe you've supported us on there a little bit later. But thanks to everybody that has done that, will do that, and has ever supported us. Means a hell of a lot. But we're at the end of this one as DNA Maverick rounds Parabolica for the 31st time tonight in this race. You'll see the checkered flag, an easy win. Tuco, MSP3 will finish ahead of Spec 1 and take that final podium. What a race from these two Rockefeller guys. Well done. Then it's going to be Marco in that GTR, outperformed everyone's expectations and takes the top 5. Nemesis, almost. Take 6th, I'd say, as we get through. Bizzle there. Then it's going to be Cupcake. Little Mac ahead of Cannoli. Don't think Cannoli can catch him before Parabolica in the exit. J-Rod in his F1, Ice Block, and Big Red. And we have Gel Speed, who's already gone through. But it was Maverick at the end of the day. Well done to Maverick. And well done to Tuco as well. The two DNA guys deserved the 1-2 that they got today. They really did. And of course, we've got to welcome and congratulate MSP3. Couldn't have done it without his teammate Spec 1, but he was first across before Spec. What a dominant drive from the DNA. Great show from everyone. Looked very clean for a race at Monza. It certainly did, didn't it? There's your final positions. It says victory to DNA Maverick GT. I know I've got it covered up, but there you go. Well done. Well, that ends today's broadcast, guys. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for sharing the stream if you did that. If you're on Facebook. Yeah, it's been fun. Hope you enjoyed that race as well. We got ACC tomorrow night with Race on Oz. And then Wednesday, go to Woe. Not sure what's going on there, but then Contenders Cup on Thursday before we go Race on Oz Sunday night, as we were last night. But don't forget, you can catch all the old races, Facebook and YouTube. But that's me for today. I'm gonna go put my leg up because it hurts. It just really hurts. But that's it. Good night, guys, and enjoy the rest of your weeks. I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Didn't know that. 3 out of 3 MSP3 on podiums. There you go. 3 special events, 3 podiums. We don't know what the next race will be for this, obviously, but my next race will be it's the Pro-Am race round 3 Brands Hatch on ACC. That's tomorrow night. Tim Connolly is like, thank you. If you just go to demo1garage.com and then in the top menu you hit upcoming races, you guys, it'll show you a calendar of all the booked races that I've got coming up. You'll see there's quite a lot. I don't know if it'll convert to your local time, but it's in my local time of Brisbane, Australia. So just remember that. But anyway, that's it. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.